You probably remember, but in case you forgot, the four of our adventurers started off by meeting up and taking on a job from Ulfira to find her famous dessert recipe, which led them all around the town of Sundabar looking for clues and people to interrogate. From the get-go, the crew was suspicious, and even more so after they found out that the recipe was in the form of a ring, and Ulfira's key didn't work normally. After sneaking, stealing, questioning, and finally chasing, the group came upon Garrick's gang in the Buffalo Bar, where they were attacked. After some awesome fighting, cool moves from Vargo, acrobatics from Thalen, frostiness from Alistair, and a shocking amount of damage from the quiet Indra, they ended up taking down all of the half-orcs, save one, which ran off scared. As they left the bar, Ulfira lied in waiting to explain everything. They found out Ulfira was testing the crew, and more specifically testing Thalen to see if he was worthy to become a member of the Thieves Guild. She said if Thalen was interested in helping out the kingdom and making a buck while he was at it, he could join by heading to Avalon. We kind of ended off in Ulfira kind of walking away after dropping the bomb on you all, and I guess that's where we'll pick up whatever you guys would like to do.
Well, I am a tired boy, so I'm just sitting down at this point. Wherever we are, I'm just like resting.
I'm very not happy. Disappointed, I guess would be the best way to put it. Mopey. Either way, we should go sleep this fucking shit off because we all got pretty fucked up.
Do we want to talk about what our plan is? I
want to go have a beer and go to bed.
Our entire investigation team has now found out that our sheriff, captain, we were deputies. I didn't really quite understand what our relationship was to you, but...
Well, I'm the detective, and you're all deputies. Clearly.
Oh, of course.
Okay, as I've deputized you all to solve this crime, which we did. Congratulations. You're all professional crime solvers now.
So do we go our separate ways?
I mean, that's my point. Is now it seems like you're being drawn into something new. Are you going away? Are we still following you? What is happening here?
Oh, well, I don't know. She said it was kind of optional, right? Like, maybe if I ended up over there, I could just get some stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to make some money. I don't know about you all. I've got 60 gold. And he passes pocket. He says, and I've got some big boys to spend it on. You know what I mean?
That's fair. We could do that.
What?
My dog's at home. I'm going to take care of him with my money.
Your dogs?
Big boys. Yeah.
You have dogs?
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
What are their names?
I totally remember them without even having to look it up at all.
Oh, okay. Well, take your time.
One of them's named Big Boy, and then there's Rufus, and Buster. Buster, Rufus, and Big Boy. Those are the 3 dogs.
What's the biggest one?
Buster.
Naturally. Cool.
Checks out.
Well,
all right.
I need a nap, and by nap I mean 12 to 14 hours of deep sleep. So maybe we go back to the second best inn, have a beer, and wait for this all to blow over. You can have warm milk or whatever you like.
I was going to ask if I had a choice.
You do, but I mean, I think you earned a beer.
No, I think Mom would not like it if I drank beer. So I'll just have some goat milk.
Mom probably wouldn't like it if you stabbed a dude in the back twice and murdered him, but...
Hey, no,
we don't have to talk about that.
He was saved magically.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
We also need to talk about the saving of bad guys, because I'm not sure that I agree fully with that, but we can cross that bridge another day.
That's a complicated moral question for an 11-year-old.
That it is. Well, I meant maybe not with you, but that's fine. Let's go sleep. Question mark.
All right.
/ period.
I would say, yeah, kind of could use some time to review the events of today. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So I suppose after kind of just taking my time, dinner at the inn, and I would kind of just make my way upstairs to crash.
I'm not gonna talk to anybody.
Just like kind of dragging my feet, like it looking just very dull.
So you all
Do we all have our own room?
Yeah, we all got our own room.
Before I go to bed, I'm gonna practice with my sword, just dancing around my room, pitter-pattering with my feet, swishing it around.
You can't. It's a Japan-sized room. You can't.
I
even
don't know what
stand.
that means, and that's not canon, so...
Kyle, as you are dancing around in your room, you think back to the battle over the day, really being one of your first true battles. And you think over kind of some of the things that happened, whether it be Thalen diving over a table and chairs to get away from other people, or Indra and yourself dancing around not dancing, but just like sidestepping around people to like stay close to them, but also not be able to get hit by them. And you think about just the different tactics that people are using while you're training in your bedroom.
Before I fall asleep, I take my cards that I got last night. Seems like so much longer ago. And I just lay them all out and I look at all of them. And I take the one that says belief on it and I just put it in my little sea glass pouch. Then I put them all away, put them all back in their case.
Thalen or Alistair, anything that you want to do before bed?
I mean, I just kind of stumble up the stairs, very heavy-footed, and just like fall asleep face down on the pillow.
Got it. So, like our grandfather, when he hit the like nose to the floor, and
When he
it
get
was
his back cracked and then just fall asleep.
He fall asleep, so his face is literally against a floor, and it looks the most uncomfortable thing ever.
Arms, like not arms underneath, but arms to the sides.
Yeah, just face on floor. Perfect. Thalen, y'all good?
I think I'll spare everybody the nighttime adventures of Boy Detective in a bar. Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm imagining just like if you're watching a movie, it's like the three like main characters are following with like the camera, and then just Thalen's in the background like jumping around doing like random shit. Okay, you all sleep full night, heal up, actually heal up this time, there, Vargo, and as you wake up, I would assume that Thalen's probably the first one up.
Oh yeah.
And, then slowly, the rest of you.
So wait,
make
does
your way
Thalen like
downstairs.
go to his house to sleep, or does he stay at the inn? Don't you live in this town, or no?
I mean, I definitely live in this town. I don't know if reside is the technical term, but
Okay.
yeah, no, I think he would stay in the inn for sure.
Okay.
Go back to your road shack.
Yeah, no need for a road shack.
Road Shack, baby, Road Shack.
Boo.
I mean, do we actually know that he's like homeless? Was that a thing that was established?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if it was actually made.
Does
I mean-
Alistair know? Hmm.
That's my point. I mean, we know it is on his character sheet, but I don't know if we.
You know that he stayed at the inn.
Yeah. And I knew he said he was from around here. So
Listen, Alistair, this is where I sleep, and the shack is my office. The office also used to be where I sleep, but now it's not. That's all.
I see. Okay.
Listen.
I appreciate the new work-life balance I've gained.
I see. Yes. Working out of your house can be tough.
Khalil and Leela are like getting you all breakfast as like you all slowly trickle down. Alistair, Thalen
But
talking.
honestly, though, was that like this is Tim right here? Was it actually established in an outright manner, or was that like we were supposed to have figured it out kind of thing?
I think it's you
It's
kind of
just
have to
I think-
imagine this dirty
I
guy.
think I told you when you asked me how we met. I told you that I was sent out there, and he was out there in that shack.
Okay. I just kind of thought he was a weird guy that was like hanging out in the shack. I didn't know he lived in the shack.
Well,
None
he
of the
was-
things we're saying are mutually exclusive. I think
Yeah.
that they're all.
I mean, okay, maybe I didn't say he was living in the shack. Maybe I said I met him at the shack. That could be the case.
I think that's what happened. I think.
Okay, then I'm going to say that Alistair does not know. So we can just have had that conversation just now. But
Yeah.
perfect, cool.
Well,
Well,
Indra
okay.
comes down, then like an hour later, you see Vargo stumbling down.
So for real though, anyone else? And I just kind of lean in close to Thalen. Has anyone else ever had this much money before in their lives?
Not anybody I know about.
Okay, just because I definitely have never had this much money. I don't even know where to put it. I don't even have like pockets in this robe thing. There's not like lots of extra space. I'm barely carrying it. I never encountered this before. But
Did they see me take the money off of Garrick?
I would say like you were all looting at the same time, kind of a thing.
Okay.
I know that some people left money for the Buffalo Bar at on the bar itself.
Yeah.
But I think everyone was kind of like looting around, and everyone saw
Cool.
that.
Cool. Well, do we want to go get like new stuff before we leave? We got some cash to spend.
Oh, I'm definitely spending some of mine on a new hat.
Oh, good idea. I like that. Can we get matching hats?
Ooh. Yes, we
Alright.
can. All of us
I-
should get matching hats, new uniform.
I don't know if any hat will fit me.
Oh yeah, we'll make them
We'll just
cut a
tie
hole.
it around. It'll be like just tie a.
So you
You
notice
could
when
have
I'm
a
hanging
headband.
out today that like my scales are very shiny, like very pristine this morning.
Does
as
each
opposed to
one of your
last time.
scales have a spell slot? That's a lot of spell slots.
Yep.
All right, well let's go shopping.
Don't mess with me.
Oh, loud and clear. I'm gonna go to the barkeep, and probably already know this, but I have forgotten in a month or two. And ask her about any weapon shops in the area.
Her name is Leela.
Okay, Leela. Any weapons shops that you recommend? I'm looking through my notes here, but I can't see any.
Yeah, hey there, Vargo. I don't have. I would say Sundabar isn't the best place for weaponry. We don't have a ton of adventuring crews come through here. As you see, we're a little bit smaller.
Okay.
But I mean, you can always go check the Market Street for what they have. I know maybe a little bit down today since it's just not going to be as busy today. But you can go down there and check it out. There might be someone, as you noticed if you went there before. There's just people that post up with their own wares. There's a lot of the time it's winter time, so clothing and things like that. But you can always check down there.
Do you know if anyone down there might have a map?
A map. I would say it's possible. I mean, I don't know. We have fewer travelers than most cities, but I'm sure a lot of stuff has gone through with buying things and selling things, so they might have a map.
All right. Thank you.
She like kind of standing there, and as you like kind of turn to walk away, she like seems awkward and like kind of wants to follow you, but then turns and goes back to her job.
All right, bye. All right, I'm gonna go back to the table. Do you guys just want to head to the marketplace? It seems like that's the only place in the town to get anything done here.
I'm down for
That's
that.
where I'm gonna go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, road trip.
So as we're walking, I'll be like, I'm gonna kind of like walk next to Thalen. So what's the plan from here? What's the next mystery to solve?
Oh,
I'll admit that I'm there's several things that are around that I'm interested in, but I'll follow you if you want to. We got you seem to have led this group pretty well so far. So what do you think?
well, I'm open to any adventures and mysteries. But I don't know. Maybe Sundabar is a sort of slow place. I mean, the only mystery we got was one that was sort of set up for us. The rumors lady told us about some things.
Yeah, that's. I'm wondering if there's any that caught your eye. I know there was at least one that I was interested in.
I want
But,
the God pen.
Is she just
Was it?
there?
Was it? Was it? Yeah, and I was
She's
like,
just
oh
walking
dear God.
behind by herself. Yeah.
Just like, how do you sneak up on people? You're huge, but then you somehow do anyway. It's like I thought this was the wall we were leaning against, but no.
The God pen sounds really cool. I hope we run into that tinkerer. He has that dessert recipe. I want to get it back. Plus, I want that teleport box. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to get this money back to home.
That teleport box sounded very interesting, actually. Yeah.
I think I know what Vargo would want.
Mhm.
There's that Doolin guy.
Duelist who's got
Yeah.
something cool for me if I can beat him. And I
Yeah.
can beat him. So we should go. He's near Avalon too, so we could go over there and we could check out the guilds. There's the Warriors Guild guy who's scruffy. Who's over there. I could bug him. We could go find that guy. Where were your guys' things that you were interested in? Were they by Avalon or were they somewhere else?
I'm actually also interested in the pin. I was.
Where's that?
In the pen?
Yeah,
Pen is east.
east of here. Where's Avalon? Do we know where Avalon is?
Yeah. Let's see. Where is it? I have it up here.
Do you have a map?
No, I just have stuff written down.
Oh,
You
I
organize
think
mine.
I think
Notes.
Avalon might be east.
Yeah, east of Sundabar. 4 days travel.
4 days. Maybe we could find somebody who needs us to watch a shipment or something on the way over there, so we could make a little money on our trip.
Double dip on the
Yeah,
Ooh.
I bet.
Yeah.
Maybe someone
good.
in the marketplace.
We could
has,
find out
like,
if there's a is there
cart.
is there a market that
Shipment.
is transporting goods in that direction?
Yeah.
I'm on
It's
board
a
for
s-
that. That's a good idea.
It's a small farm, right? That the God pen's at?
Oh,
Yes, that's correct.
So maybe we should find some local farmers and see if they live over there. People at the market.
Yeah, I mean
The
it's
farmer's
early
market.
in the day. They're probably setting up right now for the day if they came into town, so we can kind of look around and figure it out.
This is a really excellent enterprise, I think. I don't know about you all, but I'm all for going to find a God pen.
Cool.
I would
I
really
mean-
like to find the God pen.
Are both? I mean, where was your? Where were you looking, Fargo?
Between Avalon and the Royal River.
So, I mean, we'd be heading in the right direction. Yeah,
yeah.
we can kind of make a chain out of this.
The Royal River is northeast of Avalon. So, yeah, it'd be like the other side of Avalon.
We went to Avalon and then north from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, marketplace, let's get some hats.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool.
I haven't really ever worn a hat before, but I'm on board for the idea.
Is your head shape conducive to hat wearing?
I mean, I have like low key kind of, not like true horns, but like it's not the easiest thing.
We'll poke some holes in it. It'll settle right in there.
So it's not the easiest thing.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to go with like one of those tiny hats.
I
know?
support that.
It's just to kind of throwing out ideas.
No, I like it. All right, I'm following.
I approach the hat merchant.
So the hat merchant is down near the end. So like you kind of are walking through. Again, it's fairly early in the morning, and so you're going through the marketplace, and people are still setting up, and they're not totally ready for people. And so there's like a couple of people that you see setting up the hat shop. Again, it's kind of it's a market street, so people kind of set up and break it down every day. There's some things like the hat shop is I think it's more than just hats, if I remember correctly. It's a lot of clothing, but it's more of a one that happens all the time. So they actually have like an overhead thing, so it's set up already, but like they are still putting out the wares and things like that. So you get through Market Street, you get down near the end on the eastern side, and you see some people setting up. And if you are looking for them, you also see Den, the person that you spoke to
That's
before.
why I wrote Den. Okay, that was his name. Good morning, Den.
Oh yes, hello, young sir. I apologize. I forgot your name. I know it's a beautiful hat you're wearing, and he is super jolly because he's standing like right next to the section where you bought the like nice warm hat that you have on your head already. Your name again, young sir?
Thalen Franzwedel, boy detective extraordinaire. This is my set of solvent deputies here. And what I need from you today, sir, is not just one fine hat, but 4 fine hats. And they will fit all of our heads, and we will be in uniform, always.
Wow, so the same hat is what I'm hearing from you. All the 4 is going to be the same.
I think that they should look fetching on all of us without, needing to necessarily fit us all the same.
Okay. Let me see here. Can you narrow it down a little? Is there a specific color you're looking for? A specific type of hat? Again, I know that you were speaking of some of the fancier hats, and he points to like the same one that he's still wearing. It's like a top hat with like glittery, around the bottom of the top hat part. I know you were looking for something like this earlier. We don't have as wide of an array of hats as maybe, say, someplace in a bigger city like Dragon's Bane or anything like that. But so is there anything that you can narrow it down a little, what you're looking for?
I want something light and elegant and good for all weather.
Light, elegant, and good for all weather types. He's like searching through his hats and like the back, because the majority of his stuff is winter wear that he's looking through. But did you want to say something there, Alistair?
I was just, Dalen, what's your favorite color? You gonna get one of that color?
Oh, my favorite color is green.
Yes.
Green. Nice. Good choice.
Yeah, I'm just looking through here. He's like searching through this stuff, and he like pulls out like this hat that looks like a little boy's hat that has like a couple of different colors on it, and it's got like a bill, and it's like a fairly short bill, but it's got like, it's multicolored, and it's kind of like, you can see that it's like wrinkled, like it's been in the back, and like kind of stuffed under a couple of things, but it's got different colors and a short bill, and it's just looks like a hat.
I put it on Indra's head.
I don't think that's the right one.
Looks a little bit, that looks
Do
a little
I
bit
kneel
small.
for you?
Remind me, Indra, you had said that you stood in the
Yeah, I'm probably like waiting by the front door or front entrance.
Yeah, because it's just open, but like I think it's fairly short. Like even Alistair, if you're in there, you're kind of having to like hunch a little bit because it's not made for your height necessarily. But yeah, the hat looks a little bit goofy on Indra.
I imagine there is no hat that will look good on Indra.
Yeah.
Can I like make up a hat that I see?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I can veto it if that's okay with you, but
That's
yeah.
fair. I want to point at one that's like a green, like Robin Hood kind of hat. I don't know how else to describe it, but
A little tricorn.
yeah, tricorn. Sure, if that's a real word.
Corn
Believe you.
hat.
Yeah, tricorn hat. I want to point at one like that, and it's like the right kind of green, and I want to be like, "What do you think about that one, Thalen? Right there, it looks kind of cool."
I'd like that one a lot. I like it a whole lot.
Those. Oh, and he like comes over to you because he like sees that you're pointing at one. He's like, I actually have a couple of these, and he like, hold on one second, and he like walks into the back that you can't see while you're like kind of checking out this hat.
I yell back to him. I say, "Bring your largest size, please."
I want to put the one I see on Thalen and see if it's the right size.
The one that you have is a little bit big for Thalen. Seems more for an adult human.
Oh, that's just for room to grow.
Perfect.
See, I won't need to buy a new hat now. I just grow into it.
So like instead of it sitting on top of his head, it kind of goes a little bit down, like over his eyebrows even. So it's kind of just like almost looks like he's menacing because you can't see his eyebrows.
Love it.
And then Den comes back and he's got like 6 of them, and they're all ranging from like probably looks too small for Thalen to like the biggest hat size that you've seen in a real hat store. And so this is what we got. I mean, we have a wide array. They're all the same color. A couple of them you can see come with these like little red feathers, but they're all the same hat. So try them on, check them out. All up to you.
I want one that's appropriate for my head size.
You found it. You
Cool.
find one that's appropriate for your head size.
Awesome.
I'm like trying to like balance it around the horns of my head. I'm like, so I can just set it like leaning forward on my face, but it's like propped up where my horns sit. So
Sounds good. Yep. You find one like that, Indra?
I take off the child's hat. And I guess I pick up the biggest tricorn. I am not very excited about it.
You put it on, and it seems small, but like it does fit around your head. It just doesn't go all the way down. Like if you imagine like an old person and how they sometimes wear their hats like just sitting on the top of their head, that's a little bit how it looks, but doesn't look too bad.
I leave it on, but I'm looking at the beanies that are in the place.
Which there's a
Alright.
lot of because it's warm weather stuff that they're mostly selling.
Does Alistair have one already?
Alistair has somehow managed to balance one on his head-ish.
I was mistaken. It's called a bicocket.
A
Ah,
Cock it.
Yes, hold on a
Yes.
second. Let me bicock
I
it.
shit you not.
Please don't spell it. I'm gonna imagine. Anyway,
So
Alright.
you find 4 hats.
maybe we just
Or
keep
bicockets.
these for official business only.
I like that idea. Mr. Den, how much for these 4 fine hats?
Oh, these hats here, they're actually a little bit cheaper because it's off season. We're mostly selling the winter stuff. So let me just double check here. And he goes back in the back really quick.
So I just am like messing with some of the wire in my pack, and I'm creating a little like clips, 2 little clips to keep it from just sliding off the front of my face. So I can fashion a little pinning mechanism on my head.
All right. So he comes back in. He's like, I think I'd probably sell those at about 3 silver per hat there. But if you're looking to buy all 4, I would just take a gold for it if you're willing to buy
I
all
flip
4.
him a gold. Ting!
Oh, and he catches it. And, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to 2 hats in 2 days. You are always welcome at my store. I appreciate the business. And he like stashes the coin away. Is there anything else I can help you with? Is there a jacket that you all need or anything that I can help you with? Any of your clothing needs? I know one of my friends down the stalls here sells some blankets. There's plenty of stuff on Market Street. And I'm willing to help you in any way that I can.
Do you know if anyone carries swords?
Ooh, swords. I mean, not on Market Street here. I don't.
That's all right.
Yeah, I do know that there are plenty of places in Avalon and
Yeah, that's
Dragon's
where we're heading.
Bane. I think even in Dire Break, Neverland. There are so many places that have really good weapons and armories, but I think this area here is a little bit too small. I think I've told you before. I'm a bit of a traveler when I'm taking wares back and forth, and there are some good hat shops actually if you are in the zone to travel. But
I think we're flush with hats right now.
well, great.
Well, let's not be too hasty with that conclusion. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I am flush with hats.
Do you know of a craft store?
A craft store?
Yeah.
Like for what kind of crafts?
Yarn.
Yarn. I think there. If you keep going down a little bit of ways, there is one of our friends here. What's his name? His name. Ooh, his name is Furry, and he is. If you can't see it, but it's just around the corner there on the left side. He actually takes his shop out of a wagon. So if you're just looking for along the side there, there's a wagon. The gentleman's name is Furry, and I think he might have what you're looking for.
Thank you.
No problem. It is wonderful to meet you. And your name was?
Indra.
Indra. Thank you so much for your business.
Do you know of anybody who's got shipments going to and from Avalon that might need help getting a cart there or anything like that?
I don't know of any in the near future that are going. I think our company is going to be going. Again, it's supposed to be, the weather isn't supposed to be super great in the next couple of weeks here, but we will be going in a couple of weeks or about a month or so. But I mean, we're probably the biggest traders that kind of come here, especially going east. There's some that go, west towards the Great Divide and all that, but we're more on the eastern side here. But yeah, as far as going to Avalon, I don't know of anybody leaving anytime soon.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry about that.
All good. All right, let's go get you some yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want any more hats?
No.
No. Oh wait, actually, I do have a question for Den. Mr. Den.
Yes. Dalen.
Yep, that's me. So I was looking for, a little kit, or just if you could cobble together some, hair dye and little props and cosmetics, like a little disguise kit. I was wondering if anyone in town has something like that, or at least if you could point me in the direction of some dyes.
Dyes, again, I think you're probably on the same track as our friend Indra here. That if you go down to our friend Furry, he probably has like the crafting and supplies and that kind of a thing for like stitching things up and helping along the lines of clothing and blankets and a couple of various things. He's kind of a catch-all there.
Great. Goodbye.
And he goes back to like stocking the hats and like super excited about his gold coin for like these hats that he thought he'd never sell.
Joke's on him.
Also, he said 3 silver for each. Oh, never mind. I was only adding up 3 hats. That's only 9 silver.
We got ripped.
A gold piece is not a deal, y'all.
What's Indra's intelligence?
It's 0.
I'm gonna sneak back into the shop after we.
You sneak back into the shop, like roll a stealth check, sneak, or like.
Yeah, maybe not like to get away from my party though. I'm not sneaking through the shop. I'm just like sneaking back into the shop.
Yeah, do it.
I see him.
I am going to start walking, just kind of canvassing the market and asking around.
You don't see shit.
Hold on, Alistair. You said you were trying to do what?
Just ask around about any more places that might be, any more shops that might have goods being transported, just in case this person doesn't know everything about.
Okay, I'll get back to that in a second. Go ahead and just make like an investigation roll, I guess, for that. And then what'd you roll?
20.
Yeah. Okay.
Natty?
Natty.
You sneak away, and nobody notices that you're gone. Whether that be a good thing or a bad thing.
I want to ask how many more of these bicocket hats he has.
I have plenty. I think I have. Hold on, he goes back to. I have. So I laid out these many for you. So I have a total of 10 more after. So 10 total.
Yeah. So 6 more.
Yes.
I'll take 4 of various sizes.
Okay. He gives you various sizes, and none of them are the same size as the ones that you had. So
Perfect.
like they're all like you get basically get the whole range of them.
Perfect. Flip him another gold.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right. I'm gonna have 4 extras. All right. I catch up sneakily, but this time a 3.
Everyone notices, like, oh, where the hell were you?
I am asking around. I got a 12 on investigation.
Okay. As you're asking around, the people that are talking with you, they, again, most of them, like, they sell only at Market Street. Like, they don't live anywhere else. They live in Sundabar. They stay in Sundabar, and the people around them also.
I see.
So,
Okay.
you guys make your way towards Furry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like it.
Yeah, how did he forget the name Furry? What was that guy's name again? What was
Is
it?
it Fuzzies?
Fuzzy wuzzy.
All right. So as you go down and you make a left and you look in there, you see a wagon that has only 3 wheels, and one wheel is like just the whatever.
Axle.
Thank you. Axle is on the ground, so you can tell that like it doesn't really move much. But it's got like a green, ceiling or roof to this wagon. It's got a little lantern that hangs down from the front of the wagon, and it's got a elderly looking gnome, and as you see on the roof hanging down is a sign that says the wagon wheel, and there's a friendly looking gnome with a hat that looks not as nice as Den's necessarily, but it looks like a nice hat with some red and blue in there, and he's got a nice long gray goatee, and he's got a staff that helps him. Looks like he's a walking stick, and he's sitting there kind of like messing things around, but he's sitting right on his wagon, kind of waiting for customers.
Guys, I don't think that this guy is traveling Avalon anytime soon. Just
Quite the deputy.
thought I should point that out.
Good work, detective.
Thanks.
He's a detective. I'm not. What? I want to be a detective.
You're a deputy detective.
Do I see Yarn?
He's got like basically behind him is like a curtain that has all the stuff. It's in the wagon, so it's not like he
Ugh.
shows you all the stuff that he has, but it's behind the wagon curtain.
Hi.
Oh, hello there.
I heard that you have yarn.
Yes, I have yarn. I have needles. I have. What you need? What? How much do you need?
One skein.
One skein? Any specific color?
Do you have like a blue gray?
Let me check. And he like rolls backwards in behind the curtain, and you just like hear some like looking through all this stuff. It like comes out, and he's like, "Blue gray, right here." And anything else that I can do for you?
Do you have any notebooks?
Oh, notebooks. Let me check. Rolls back again. Comes out. It's like kind of ratty, but like it's not written on, and it's got no like front cover page. It's definitely not from like Target or anything like that. But he like hands it. I got a notebook here for you if you would like.
Thank you.
Do you need any pens? Do you need any ink? Do you need any needles? Do you need any patterns? Is there anything else that I can get for you?
Did you need to Thalen? Did you need something from this man?
Yes, Mr. No Man, sir, Fuzzy.
Hello, my name's Furry.
Furry, right, Furry. Seems like I forgot your name.
Oh, that's okay, youngin.
I was wondering how much makeup and dyes and small props you might have that I could use to create disguises, because that's one of my favorite things to do outside of petting my dogs and solving crimes.
Are you saying how much does it cost, or how much do I have?
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Rolls back into it. He comes back. I have about I don't know, about 6 pounds of different stuff. It's
Jesus.
got some hair dye, some cosmetics, some props, maybe even that might help you. All these things will kind of help you get into character. Are you in the theater, young man?
Oh no, but that sounds like a lot of fun. I'm more into like post-structural theater. Theater in the streets.
Oh, theater of the streets. I don't like a band, like a marching band.
Yeah, sure, we could do that. Would you say that 25 gold is a good price for all 6 pounds of stuff that I could use to disguise myself / make myself up?
I hate to break it to you, but 25 will get you about half of that.
Oh, okay. Can I get 3 pounds of it then?
You may. And he like kind of like rolls back in, kind of like tries to put it together nicely for you, and it's like a little like baggie that again doesn't look super nice of a bag, but he's got all the stuff in there, and it's about 3 pounds worth of stuff for a disguise kit.
Great. Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
Would you like me to fix your wagon?
You can fix my wagon.
I think so.
What part of the wagon looks hurt?
The wheel is off.
Oh, that's okay, young miss. I appreciate it, but that's the whole point. And he points up to the thing that says the wagon wheel. It's like, I don't need a third wheel because I am the fourth wheel. I am the fourth wheel.
You're good at math like I am.
Yes.
But you could be the fifth wheel.
I could, but I feel like 4 is a good number. And he looks around at all of you and winks at you, Vargo.
I think he's
Point well
thinking of us
taken.
because there's 4 of us.
I think you're right. We've got some math experts.
Wait, I thought there was 3 of us.
You noticed it when Vargo came back.
That's what I was missing.
I haven't paid you yet.
Yeah, so I think I got the 25 gold from you, and you just needed the skein and a notebook. Let me see here. He like takes out a little like abacus type of thing. That shouldn't be too expensive. I think I have a lot of that color anyway. Yeah, I would say that's probably about 3 silver and 2 copper.
I just give him 1 gold.
Wow! What this is? Thank you so much. I thank you. I don't have change for this.
That's okay.
Can we get one more? What's the word? Skein. Skein
Of course,
yarn
definitely.
with that. Thank you.
What color would you like, sir?
Also,
Also blue-gray?
no. Give me like the same green as this hat.
Okay. And he goes back there, and it takes him like a minute or two, and he comes back, and it's similar. It's maybe a little bit darker of a green. Like, this is the closest I got. Is that all right for you?
That'll work.
I hand it to you. Thank you. I so generous. I don't think I've ever met you all before. Are you traveling?
We're the Green Cap crew.
The Green Cap crew. Oh, so you're adventurers?
The GCC.
Yes.
Well, it is wonderful to meet you. The
yeah.
Green Cap crew. He like takes out a shittier notebook than the one he gave you, and he like is writing it down. The Green Cap crew.
Someone wrote it down.
I will boast of your generosity, and I hope that you come back to the Wagon Wheel. You are welcome anytime. I appreciate it.
Wow, everyone in this town is so nice. Thank you.
It's kind of weird. Maybe because we keep giving them so much money.
We did almost get murdered that one time.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
That was
Fargo, you and I, we almost straight up got murdered.
right
I mean,
multiple times.
You're trapped in a house with a bunch
Yeah.
of forks.
And they tried to jump me before too.
Yeah.
I think that might have been more my doing than anything else. But all's well that ends well.
Yep. We're okay. The Green Cap crew it is.
GCC. Should we head to Avalon? It's still early. We got a good start. They said there's not really anyone going to and from, so I think we might have struck out on the cart guarding thing.
Do we have?
Did you want a map?
Are there horses?
Oh
in the
yeah. Hey,
neighborhood? Map would be good.
Furry. Is do you know anyone who might sell maps
Furry
of
worry.
the area or anything like that?
Oh, a map. I might have a map. A map of what?
Like, man, I have not had to answer that question before.
What is the nearest metropolitan or large city area
Like
near
this part of this continent, I guess, would be a good start.
Well,
here? What major trade area does Sundabar connect with to get their goods?
I guess to get our goods, it's mostly Avalon as far as the biggest city, but there are some ports to the west of here. That those are a little bit farther away.
Well, what does your map show?
1 second, and he like rolls back, and this one, like, this is the longest time that he's back there. He's like scrambling around. He like
Scrumble.
just
Grundling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make up
I
words,
love it.
okay? Too much going on in my mind. I'm gonna fucking make up words, and you're gonna be okay with it.
Do I get the idea that he's drawing a map back there?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Insight. That's a big 6.
I don't know if I have the sound
I think
effect.
he might be drawing a map back there.
Okay.
You think he might
And
be
he comes back and he
Grundling?
rolls back into here after he's scrundled, and he's like, okay, well, I have a map, and it's a pretty good map, and you can see it. It is.
Not a pretty good map.
It looks like
Like a napkin.
like a napkin.
Reusable,
But
recyclable.
it's not a napkin. It's definitely paper, but it's definitely wrinkled and maybe a little bit
Weathered.
wet.
Maybe a little bit wet.
Maybe a little bit wet.
Do you mind if I...
Well,
How
hold on a second. I know you're the very generous crew that you are, but if I show you the map, then I feel like it might go up or down in value. So maybe, how much are you willing to pay for a map?
I'll tell you what. I'll hold an unknown amount of money in my hand, and you can hold an unknown map in your hand, and we'll exchange it.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that idea. But you have to shake your hand out, and I have to be able to hear it.
Ooh.
But isn't that like giving us a brief look at the map?
At this point, I looked left, I looked right, and I flashed the map up on the screen really quickly. Doesn't really translate in an audio medium very well, but it was pretty funny. Just imagine it. He flashes, and you see pretty much nothing.
That's why it backfired.
Let's huddle up, guys. All right, what should we do?
And he like
How
talks to
much?
nobody.
How much money are we willing to put in the bag?
I feel like I
Did we get any degree of suspicion on this guy? Like what?
So I think Vargo had an insight roll, and he thinks that Furry went into the back and drew it.
I didn't get a yay or nay. I knew that was a theory, but
Wait, what? And
okay.
what's the wager we're proposing? You shake your hands and then
I
you just
have
trade.
to like put an
Is that-
unknown amount of money in our hand, and then we just trade it for
he
the
shakes,
unknown
and
map.
if he says okay,
Oh well,
they
then
trade.
put like 2 gold in there and then just trade.
Just so they clink together.
That seems like a lot. Isn't that a lot for a napkin map?
Do we have?
A
Do
map?
Let's put a bunch of silver.
A napkin?
Like maybe we could put. Can we put like 50 copper?
Yeah, my issue is I don't have any pocket change.
Ooh.
I have plenty of gold. Do you want 5?
I have.
That's too
I have
much.
copper.
No, we need like
We could do
2
copper.
silver and a copper or something.
Maybe
I could do like. I think I have 10 copper, or no, it's like 7 from.
Does
change
anyone
for
know what a
something
fair
earlier.
price for a map would be?
I mean for that
Definitely
map.
not.
Well, we don't know what that map is, but like, say it's a good map, how much would that cost? Does anyone know?
I mean, it was like this big. I'm not sure.
Thalen and Vargo, go ahead and you two go ahead and roll history.
Okay. Oh, nat 20.
There we go.
I know all
Hey.
about maps in Sundabar for some reason.
Mine's a big 5, so
You have your own map at home.
From
On
the
the wall.
brief look that you got with your high passive perception, and you kind of like, even from that really quick glimpse of the map, you saw that it had like a fair amount on it, and you would say that this map is probably worth about 1 gold.
okay. All right. I think a map is worth like 12 gold.
I think that you've overestimated the cost. Let's put like 10 silver to make it sound like a lot of coins,
That's
and then
gonna sound like a shitload.
I'll jiggle my pockets right behind you, and we'll try and trick him to think like it's a lot.
Okay. Well. Okay.
All right.
Give me some silver.
I only have gold.
Does anyone have 10 silver?
I have gold.
I do
Does
have
anyone?
silver. Yes.
All right.
I have
I'll trade
silver.
you. Here's a gold.
Okay. I'll trade you
Do
for
you have
silver.
10 silver?
I do.
All right. Cool. All right. I'm gonna make a big show of like cupping it like it's a whole bunch and walking over and being like, oh wait. And I'm gonna turn around and like wink at Thalen and go like 3, 2, 1, and then shake it really fast and then stop.
Both of you, actually, Vargo, just with advantage, make a deception roll.
18.
So I hand you the map. You
Mhm.
hand me the gold.
Mhm.
All right, and on
All right,
3.
but you have,
Hold
like,
on. Let's.
But I have
there's a-
2 hands. I can't take it. Thalen
That's
will
okay.
take it.
It's okay. You see this barrel right here? And he's like,
Yeah.
you put the money on the barrel, and I'll hand your friend here the map. And he looks at Indra. On 3, ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. And as he hands the map, he like dives over to the barrel and like looks at the house money. Oh, well, I guess I deserve that. I don't know. Well, I think it's a pretty fair trade. Hold on, let me send it over to you guys on Discord.
Oh, it's real nice.
Oh,
It
good.
is real. Let me see if I can.
Did you just take a picture of that napkin where you actually drew the map?
Uh-huh.
It has been wet. I can confirm.
Hold on, did it
It's
send me?
dripping
Is this-
with knowledge.
Is this
Gross.
Ooh.
yes.
Okay.
I think that was a fair trade. What do you think, Furry?
And he's counting them up. He's like, what? Carry the 6. That's...
Get your abacus back out.
Oh, yeah, good call. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would say that's a good one. I mean, again, you are all... So I would say it's probably... And he,
All right.
like, looks like he doesn't really know if it was worth it or not.
Yeah. I like to think he just picks up the abacus and then slides the second row all the way over and goes, oh, yeah.
Exactly what happens. Canon.
Cannon. All right. Well, should we? All right. Should we? Is business concluded here? What do you guys think?
I am satisfied.
I think I'm taken care of.
Hmm.
So for our journey, do we just want to hoof it to Avalon, or do we want like a horse and cart? What do we want to do here?
I can't ride a
Don't-
horse.
I don't know if we have the money or the knowledge to manage a horse.
Knowledge is one thing. Money, though. we could probably do
How much is a horse? I feel like
history check.
purchased such a thing before. My
I also have never purchased a horse, so maybe we just walk.
I like
I feel
walking.
like two of us could never ride a horse anyway. We'd need like oxen or giraffes or
right,
something.
something to yeah.
Giraffes exist in this world. Canon.
All right. Well,
I-
let's.
Favorite enemy, giraffes.
I'll ride one Highland cow.
All right. Well, I think it's still early in the day. I think we
I
get.
cast summon giraffe.
Yikes. Get it. I
Summon
think we
greetings.
just start walking. It was 4 days. Might as well leave now.
Let's do it. I'd definitely like to make a quick round of the market and just pick up enough rations to get us,
Oh, yeah, good call.
4 days.
Sounds good. I'm not going to be too stingy on food and everything, but I appreciate you thinking of it.
Okay.
But yeah, you'll be good.
I'll call it a gold piece for the whole group.
Perfect. Yeah, that'll
Cool.
get you a week's worth,
Yeah.
and it takes less than that to get to Avalon if you're going straight there.
I get some
Yeah.
extra just in case we see any bears.
Genius. Yeah,
Nice.
mark off a couple silver.
Cool.
Okay, so you're all heading out on foot. I know that you had talked about a couple different things. You had said whether you're going
Godpen.
the God Pen or what, but
Godpen, I believe, is just on the way to Avalon.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the river. If you look at the Royal River, it's far to the northeast.
Wait,
so
was
you
the
kind of
Godpen
probably
by the river?
No, that was my duelist guy. I think. Or that I
Oh.
know that was there. I don't know where God.
Small farm east of Sundabar is Godpen.
Mm-hmm.
It checks out.
Okay.
Well, we'll
so
keep our eye
we
out.
could
for
head
a
we
small
could head along the
farm.
road east of Sundabar and look.
Just curious. The term God pen is being thrown around a lot. I don't exactly remember what God pen implies.
It's a
You could
pen
speak to a
that
deity.
will let me write.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
We don't know which god.
Just a god.
One of them.
One of them.
Or multiple.
Or
If
all of them.
multiple, who knows?
All right, let's take this show on the road. I walk.
okay. You all say your goodbyes to Sundabar.
I would like to stop by Rumors really quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of not necessarily strike up a long conversation, but just peek my head in and ask Clarabelle. Clarabelle, do you have any Rumors Rumors bars in Avalon per se? Have you expanded out in that direction yet?
So you walk in. I'll go through it really quick. You walk in.
Cool.
Pops up a stool for you. You sit down. She's
Nice.
in the
Have a
back.
seat.
You don't hear her. Like you don't see her or anything like that. But as she comes in, what? Hold on a second.
Hi, y'all. Clarabelle here.
Hey, y'all, Clarabelle here. I gotta do that. Hey there. 1 second. I'll be right there. And she, takes a couple minutes, and then comes back around, and you see her. Oh, you asked about Avalon branch?
Yeah, I mean, you've been very helpful and interesting and to talk to, and good company. And I was just curious if we were heading in the direction of Avalon eventually. I was just curious if you have any locations out there. that
I
should look for.
definitely do. I have a branch in Avalon. I forgot what market it's part of, but it's in there. I mean, it's on the northeastern part of Avalon. It's a big city, so ask around. I mean, it should look just like this one here. Dark wood, big rumor sign. You should be able to find it not too bad. It's northeast part of Avalon. It's again a big city, but I'm sure you'll be able to find this. You and your detective crew.
That sounds great. Thank you. And should I give them your name when I go there, or what's?
Oh yeah, just go on in there and they'll take care of you.
Okay, all right.
She
And
gives
I
you a wink.
I just slap down a gold piece and I head out the door.
Right on. She scoops it up and runs into the back. All right, you all head out of Sundabar as you head to the east. So did I mention it was about a 4-day?
Yes.
You said
Mhm.
Avalon was 4 days.
Avalon was about 4 days. Okay. So Avalon being about 4 days, you're hoofing it the whole time, just on foot. So I guess the way that I'll do this is
But we are looking for small farms.
looking for
along
small
the
farms.
way.
Yes.
You got it.
So we could be taking it slow. Yeah.
There's a god pen that I must find.
Got it. You're looking for that. Okay. So first day goes by fairly boring, honestly. Like you're out in the middle of like, the plains. There's nothing too crazy. No, like not a lot of traffic that you see. Not many people that you see going by you. I'd say maybe you probably saw throughout the entire day maybe one traveling pair of people. It's just a man and a woman traveling on their way on the same road as you all. But other than that, throughout the day, you're just traveling. And do you all have like bed stuff? Like I'm assuming you probably have the stuff to camp out.
My pack has a bedroll in it. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Did you do anything, Vargo? I mean, Thalen, with your shop? You just left it?
I took my stuff out.
Got it. Cool. Okay.
Grabbed all your copies of your rates.
Oh yeah, I've got plenty of those letters.
As you all kind of get ready for bed, none of you have really done the whole adventuring thing before. So do you, I guess my question is, think about your character, and would any of you bring up the idea of keeping watch?
Yes.
No.
Indra, if you want to kind of RP that.
I also doubt I'd be capable of starting a fire.
Well, you have a tinderbox.
I can start a fire.
Yeah, I have the tools to start a fire.
Vargo, I
Okay.
feel like with what you like.
I was kind of a farm boy, yeah.
But you were also kind of the main meat finder for your
Yeah.
family. So it's up to you. You can decide whether you want to.
We
You're right.
make camp. We make camp.
You make camp.
It's nighttime. We make camp. I will cook dinner.
Okay.
If no one else starts a fire, I can start a fire.
I want to be like macho, like I can do it, and then struggle. But I probably could pull it off. But
And I won't offer to help you. I'll just let you do your thing.
That's very...
While they are doing that, I am like hollowing out a hidey hole in the ground. Like I'm gonna create like a tiny little burrowed out part, like find like a rock or a log or something, or even if it's just in the ground, just like where there's high grass, and I'm digging out a spot for me to just tuck into the ground.
And Alistair, how is your pet dragon? Is it just flying out of sight, kind of a thing?
So I keep him, unless I'm sending him out on stuff. He just loops his tail around my neck and he hangs on the inside of my cloak, just on my back. I just carry him around, unless he wants to actually like get up and look around or is interested in something.
Cool. If I forget about that, you may just have to tell me that again.
Okay. He just hangs there when we're doing stuff, and then when we find something interesting or he's curious, he kind of just comes out and looks around and stuff.
Sounds good. So digging out a hole, you're
a delicious meal.
Make a delicious meal. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
It is stew. It is stir fry with rice and veggies.
Damn, we got some dope rations.
We've been eating like kings these last few days.
I have a spice pack that I keep. Not a bunch of spices. I have a little box with a little bit of spices.
As Indra serves this up, she serves out in these bowls with some. You see her cooking up something. You're not exactly sure what it is, but it smells delicious. And at first, when it comes out, it doesn't necessarily look super appetizing. Like it looks kind of mushy, but like the sauce and the meat and
rehydrated
rations and mushrooms.
MREs
that are in this bowl, like they smell delicious. And as you all take the first bite of it, you realize like Indra's done this before. Like she is an excellent chef and made you a really delicious meal out of not a lot. Yeah. Anyone else doing anything before you bed down?
I just do full on Goku and just like like in the bowl and like rice flying everywhere, just like going to town.
Got it.
I'm gonna go just out of sight of everyone else, I guess, and swish my sword around and do some practice dancing and stuff.
And what I would like you to do, Vargo, is make an attack roll.
Ooh, pretty good, pretty good. It's 22.
As you're going through your motions, you're doing something differently now that you've had your first battle and you've had some actual real experience, as opposed to just hunting something that's running from you. Because you've actually been through these experiences, now instead of going through the motions, you're imagining situations. So you're sitting there and you're acting like Garrick is in front of you, and as you make a move, you imagine he makes a move, and so your movements start to quicken and your heart starts to beat, and it becomes more effort for you, but it becomes a better workout. And again, you think back on all these things that have happened, and you're mostly focusing on what Thalen has done in these different battles, because Thalen, out of all of the four of you, has been the one to be able to dodge and move and get out of the way of things. And what I'd like to say is that throughout this exercise, it's a little bit longer than the other, and you learn the feat evasive footwork.
Whoa.
Not the feat, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Dope.
Thalen, anything before you head to bed?
I am going to do impressions of Vargo practicing behind his back.
He did go out of sight from you, so are you like following him?
I am going to follow him and then report back with my best stupid impression.
Oh my god.
Got it. Make a performance check.
Thank you. 4.
I think everyone is laughing. Indra and Alistair are like watching you and like not really paying attention to what the hell you're doing. They just see you fucking fumbling around and don't know what the hell you're doing. And they're laughing, but not because you're trying to make fun of Vargo, but just because you look fucking ridiculous.
I'll get Indra and go, are you watching? Watch what I can do. And I try and jump really high.
Wow.
And you don't.
Wow.
It's
No.
like as your feet leave the ground, you are actually closer to the ground than when you.
That's really good. I can tell you've been practicing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm practicing just
That
like Vargo.
getting up there.
That looks just like him.
So as the darkness envelops
I
everybody,
just imagine myself out in the forest jumping as high as I can over and over again.
the fire is crackling and it gets very dark, and
I also have my new skein of yarn, and I have a hook, and I am knitting a replica, crocheting, or attempting to crochet a beanie replica of one of the beanies that I saw in Den's hat store.
I like it.
So I'm working on that.
Cool.
Nice.
And other than that, if you all would like, then we can. Are you going to say anything about people making watches?
Oh yes, I forgot. That's why we did that whole thing. I'll take the first watch.
That is a good idea. I didn't think about that. It's weird being out here where it's all kind of open space, not around in the city. Kind of get used to the crowds and the buildings and, just always somebody being nearby, even if they're not the nicest people. It's kind of weird being out here in the open space. Well, you can wake me up for second watch if you want. And I go and I curl into my little hole dug in the ground. And Tidrin comes out and we kind of just whisper to each other before we go to bed.
Thalen and I will take third watch.
I'm asleep,
Well,
he says aloud.
It's definitely past your bedtime.
I'll wake him up.
It's from all that good jumping you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then Indra, go ahead and the first perception roll.
That's low.
Yeah. It's an 8.
Is it a big 8?
No.
Wrong.
Okay, the night goes by eerily quiet for you. Nothing going on in the outside. You don't hear much. You are paying attention. You're focusing. Do you have dark vision?
I don't remember.
Let's pretend you don't, and until then, just let me know
I
next
should
time.
have
if you
rolled
do.
at disadvantage, I think, right? If I don't- Well, actually, that's up to you. I am open to rolling with disadvantage.
Yeah. normally, if you don't have dark vision, roll a disadvantage. I'll take the 8 because that's pretty shitty already.
I'm looking it up right now, but I don't think I do actually.
Okay, so it's eerily quiet on your watch. You can't see much, like as the embers kind of are trickling down. Since you're taking the first watch, you kind of watch as the fire dims until it is no more. Then you're just staring at coals and just the red that you see there, and listening, and nothing happens. As your watch ends, you go ahead and wake up Alistair.
Mhm.
And Alistair, go ahead and make. Do you have dark vision?
I do not, but Tidrin does, so I can have him sit on my shoulder.
Okay.
And watch through his eyes.
Does Tidrin sleep?
Tidrin does not need sleep.
Sorry,
He is-
Tidrin.
He is not.
But you
He's
can't
just Fey.
like see through him or anything like that when you're asleep. So
Right. I have to be conscious to do that.
Got
He doesn't need to.
okay,
He
go
could
ahead.
potentially wake me up, but he kind of just rests. He's just kind of like follows the rhythms of my life because he's Fey and he doesn't.
He doesn't get advantage or anything on perception rolls.
It is rely on sight, hearing, or smell.
Okay.
Keen sentences.
Cool. So make your rolls.
Okay.
I don't think that I do have dark vision.
So 18 for perception. Oh no, I apologize. That's a 20. 20. He's proficient.
Um,
So I just kind of like settle down and cross leg, and he kind of like coils around and sits on my shoulder, tail around my neck, and I kind of my eyes start to kind of glow teal like his, and then he just kind of watches around while I just sit in a meditative state.
and is he listening for you too? Is it like you
Yeah,
stand
he's
here
just I just go through his perception.
cool.
his,
And as he's looking around,
senses.
like he is focused, and he's as a creature of the Fae, he is used to looking out for itself. They, I guess, is looking out for itself. So they are very vigilant this evening, making sure that they pay attention, and they have a better sight of like they can see when the birds fly over, and they can hear when there's wildlife going by, but knows that they're not they're distractions, and that they're not out for you all, and life is just going on around you, but no danger happens. So as your watch is coming to a close, though, I would like to say for Vargo, before you wake up, sleep is overtaking you, and you are slipping in and out of different dreams as normal. And for the most part, dreams are dreams. They sometimes are vivid, sometimes are quiet, sometimes are crazy, sometimes make no sense. You're going in and out of these different dreams, but then there's one dream that plays very vividly in your mind. You start out and you're nowhere. And
like limbo, like all white kind of nowhere.
Like all dark.
Okay.
And your dream is playing out before you. You are yourself, and you see out of your own eyes, but it plays almost as if you're in slow motion with dark nothings floating around you. And as you're there, you realize you're upright, but you're falling in slowly. And as you're falling, this primal fear, it grips you at your core, and your mind is racing, your heart is beating, you're trying to think, what can I do? How, when you're falling with nothing around you to grab hold of, are you even going to survive? And then you wake up. And that would be the end of your watch there too, Alistair.
Yeah, and Vargo, when you wake up, you just kind of like you can kind of hear me talking. You don't really hear what I'm saying. I don't know how good your passive perception is, but you kind of just hear me talking to Tidrin. He does they don't respond or anything, but it's just kind of me talking as if somebody's listening.
I'm definitely gonna wake up Thalen. I don't want to be alone in the dark right now. Thalen.
Okay.
Huh?
We got watch.
Hmm.
No.
What are we
Get up.
watching?
We're watching for the bad guys in the night that are gonna come try to steal our money and food and hats.
Oh, not the hats. He
Not the
gets up,
hats. Yeah,
and he puts on his warm hat and then his straw
Perfect.
hat on top
perfect.
of
Double perfect.
You look like a goofster. Do either of you have dark vision?
I
that.
do.
We both do.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I'll let you either both of you roll or one of you can roll.
Let's both roll.
Yeah.
I curl in.
It's perception.
Yeah.
21.
9.
Okay. Vargo, I imagine you are a little bit shook, and so
Mhm.
you are very vigilant, but overly so that you're worrying about every little sound.
Yeah.
And so you don't get much information from what you're hearing around you. And Thalen, you are on top of it. You are surprisingly awake for normally you don't wake up before the sun rises, I imagine, but you are awake and you're really worried about your hats. So you are on top of it and making sure that you are taking a look at things. And you actually get a beautiful view of the sunrise as both of your watches come to an end with nothing bad happening. And
Nice.
as the beautiful sunrise happens and Indra and Alistair wake up, that's where we will call it for tonight.
All right.
Cool beans.
Snaps.
Got a map.